We are now recording.
Justin, you're a bitch.
Thank you.
Testicular torsion!
Instant Brazilian wax!
Anyway.
Ready whenever everyone else is.
Are those spells we can learn in this city? Are there anywhere?
I mean,
Are you sure?
I feel like Marcus
Yes.
could create a spell called Marcus's testicular torsion.
God, that's terrifying.
And that would be a Marcus original.
I should have asked for that to be my boon.
I think the bookkeeper would have given you testicular torsion. And by bookkeeper, I mean Jen.
Oh, for sure. Right now, Jen is like adding it to like the little wild magic table that she rolls when I ask.
Yeah, there's
Is
a
on your page,
25% chance. There's 2 dice rolls on the wild magic table. If you
Well,
get
let's-
that one, there's another D100.
Let's
and then
let
depending
Ike do the
Yeah, sorry,
recap
sorry.
before we talking about balls.
Don't forget to also post your recap so people can come along.
Oh, yep.
Like,
I'm gonna do that now, and I'm probably gonna post this onto the AO3 as well.
oh,
Ooh.
sick.
I think we have session recaps. Oh no, that's the Hanuman. Whoops. Thunder Ice.
Do we have a recaps channel?
We do? Okay, because I was dead ass to put this in the game notes.
No, we have recaps. It is the first one right underneath the
yep.
the header.
Oh.
Recaps right there. Perfect. Right. It's too long to do it all in one go, because I don't have...
Nitro.
Anyway. Excerpt from the manuscript of Alphadon Vin Noir and his observations on the Banes.
I think you cut off.
Ike?
Ike?
Oh my fucking god, he fucking dead.
He's dead.
No, we started to a
Alphadon
dragon
got
and flew
him.
away.
Holy shit, that was like instantaneous.
Hey, is he alive?
Kate, you're muted. Kate, you're muted. Please give us insight to what the fuck just happened.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Setting the scene.
that is...
For the folks listening at home, Kay and Ike lost power.
That is incredible timing. What the fuck?
From the excerpt
Holy-
of Dawn.
His observations on the Banes of Thunder.
Banished to the Shadow Realm with
Holy
ye.
hell.
Oh my god. Oh, I guess something that one thing I forgot that is usually implemented in the system of recaps is that whoever did recap gets inspiration for the session. The idea is that you have to you have to use the inspiration or you lose it at the end of the session.
Womp womp.
Hi, cat.
You guys want to help me choose my cat's food for the day?
Sure.
What
What do you got?
In real
I
life
got a
or
little
in a
bit-
video game?
Real life.
Okay.
I got a little bougie, so I bought like 2 different containers of tiki cat.
Yeah, Tiki Cat.
I got one that's fish and one that's chicken mixed with other things, but Sancho ate chicken yesterday, so I'm gonna give him a fishy one. But there's
Yeah,
different
yeah.
types of ones in here, so I'm gonna list them off and I'll let you guys decide. I have ahi
Should we
tuna.
pause the recording?
Yeah, let me pause the recording.
Ike, you are muted.
Okay.
Okay,
From the
here we
top.
go.
Once more with feeling.
Him. Excerpt. Sorry. I'm like, I lost all my seriousness. Excerpt from the manuscript of Alphadon Vin Noir and his observations on the Banes of Thunder. Okay, we're good. The Banes woke up as they usually did, from what I gathered. The tavern was on the nicer side for once, as we all had more than enough money for the taverns of Waterdeep. Ilif, Sedge, and Lena came down to breakfast, which was filling and warm as expected from a tavern of this caliber. It wasn't too fancy, but it also wasn't slouch either. While having our meal, Hellu rushed into the dining area of the tavern. It struck me as odd, though. We didn't see Hellu come down, but she reported to the rest of the Banes that Marcus had used Dimension Door to evade a conversation. Not the most unexpected thing of Marcus, but still kind of jarring all the same. It was unsurprising, as it was Marcus after all. All we could gather that he had errands to run in Waterdeep. How he was so busy in a large city after barely 2 days was beyond me and the Banes, but all in due time. Marcus, although he had his secrets, always revealed them when he felt they were necessary and meaningful, and I didn't doubt it this time either. As for the rest of the Banes, Hellu went on an errand of her own. She didn't divulge where she was going, and Ilif, bedridden with a migraine, elected to stay behind and rest. As for Lena and Sedge and Lena and Sedge, I accompanied them to buy their own magic items and see the sights of Waterdeep. Diary of Sedge Thistlestrike, Vanquisher of Darkness and Bringer of Divine Light. That dream keeps flashing through my mind. I'm slowly growing more draconic by the day, it seems, and now after fighting that infernal blue dragon out in the sea, it seems some base instincts that I never knew I possessed are rearing their heads. Food doesn't taste good anymore unless it's freezing cold, and when I get angry, and gods above am I angry, I can almost feel the ice coalescing deep in my stomach. I just want everyone to be safe. But Ilif expressed that if I was too possessive, too territorial, they wouldn't be with me anymore. And I can't have that. Not in the slightest. To try and quell whatever's happening to me, I accompanied Lena on her shopping errands. Waterdeep is a magnificent city, far, far larger than Neverwinter and Candlekeep combined, and we managed to buy a few things each. It was nice. I have more money than I know what to do with, and if spending it to make me stronger to protect others is what needs to be done, then I'll try not to feel too bad. Going out on the town with Lena was fun until she got it into her mind that she wanted to visit the Archmage of Waterdeep. I, of course, tried talking her out of it. You can get spell scrolls at pretty much any magic shop in this entire city. But she was not swayed. Their apprentice, the Archmage's apprentice or assistant or whatever they were, was there, and we had a very annoying conversation, where Lena kept trying to wheedle herself into talking with the Archmage, to no avail. Of course, it was then that Lena spilled Ilif's business, attracting the attention of the Archmage herself. I tried deflecting, but she had also heard of what's been ailing me, and well, now we're here in her tower, waiting on tea and for Ilif to get to the Blackstone Tower. She says she can help both Ilif and I, but I won't be holding my breath. And that's it.
Congratulations.
You guys weren't here when I talked about this, but another aspect of the recap, just to sort of reward you guys for putting in the effort. The person who does the recap does get inspiration for the session. Generally, though, should you use it during the session or you'll lose it after. You can't hold on to them. For sessions on it, but everyone's alright with it. We can start with that, and I think you'll get an inspiration session.
Yay!
Ooh.
Gold star.
Yay! Very good job.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
that covered it all really well. You guys spent a lot of the day kicking around in Waterdeep. Yeah, Iliff is back at the inn, though headed on their way to Blackstaff Tower. Marcus went shopping. Met a wizard and an enchanter and apprentice and all that. Hellu met with Silverhand, who assured Hellu that Ronan was not going to lose his job, as well as provided a swifter ship, Candlekeep. And yeah, Blossom harassed an apprentice.
That poor.
Is harass the right word?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like it was
Unanimous.
more persuasively coerced with intent to harm. No, I'm kidding.
You guys eventually got into Blackstaff Tower, though.
So we pick up there.
And where do we start? We do have I might want to hold off on okay. It's a question of, do we start with Hellu's emotional hell, or do we start with Blackstaff attempting to help 2, maybe 3 people with their shit?
I think we should see what Marcus is up to.
That is a good
Yeah,
question.
honestly.
What the hell is Marcus doing?
Well, I was gonna say whatever I'm doing is nowhere near as important as what the other 2 groups are doing, so I'm perfectly fine taking a back seat to give everybody else
No.
the room to do
no.
their
Let's-
stuff.
No,
That's all
no.
we asked. That's all I said.
I think what's gonna happen is that we're gonna use you to give everyone else a little bit of buffer.
Okay.
If you just wanna, you can tell me if
It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can just be like, you're going back to the inn. Or if there's something else in the market you're looking for.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I almost want to do something a little bit more stupider and lighthearted to
Okay.
kind of water things down for everyone.
Water things down and good old Waterdeep.
It's giving
What-
the tales of Bossing Say.
What kind
Oh
of
my god!
just
This
curious,
is
out of
Sam.
top of your head, what kind of illegal things can I get up to in Waterdeep? In terms of activities.
This is the the biggest, if not the biggest city on the Sword Coast.
If you know where to look, I think pretty much anything.
I see.
Let me go
I
look
see.
at the crime thing here.
If there's anything
You
in
have a
particular that
crime
sticks out.
table?
No.
Please,
I have
Scooby.
There's a crime section in the.
Yeah, I have the
Wiki.
wiki page, and there's specifically
Oh.
a crime section here.
God, I love Marcus so much.
I do want to remind everyone, Marcus is in a poisoned state of delirium. So
We know.
Oh fuck yeah!
he's like, time to go have some fun.
Marcus is about to fail every skill check except the stupidest one.
He's gonna have like a come to Lathander.
My
He's
He's
God.
gonna get arrested for
King.
shoplifting.
that-
He
that
wasn't
is
even
nice.
trying to
Did you-
shoplift.
I heard
Did
an
you
oh
all
my
just
god
hear
from Red.
Jed?
Yeah, yes, I
know.
did. I need to know what you read.
Don't worry about it.
No.
You'll find out.
Bitch.
You'll find out if Marcus rolls high enough. If you're gonna look around
What?
for some criminal shit, please make me an investigation check.
Okay.
Rip.
All right, give me a sec.
At disadvantage because you're intoxicated with poison.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes. Can I
Am
use a
I
guidance on
frightened?
myself for this, please?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Am I frightened of the mage, of the archmage? Or is that from something a long
You
time
weren't
ago?
fucking acting like it last session.
That might be from a while ago. But if you want to make the character choice and you're frightened of Blackstaff, you can.
I think since Sedge owes me a life debt, I'm just gonna use that inspiration to make this just a base roll here. No.
Hold on.
Are you
stealing
like
Ike's inspiration?
inspiration?
No.
Joke. I know. I'm just saying.
Absolutely the fuck
Not.
not.
Oh my
Damn.
god!
I love that we all immediately understood what he was trying to do.
No,
Oh
no,
boy.
no.
got a
That's not how that works.
got a
That's
16 and a 12 with my guidance is 15.
Okay, on a 15,
Please, please, please.
that's not enough to fit
No!
learn about the thing that I read. I'll tell you guys after session though.
Okay.
Man. I'll try again tomorrow.
You obviously can't go asking the city watch, the city guard about crime shit. So you do your best to track down the shadier alleyways, the places where, traffic isn't as, there isn't as much traffic, there isn't as much people, as well as, using sort of your natural charisma to find your way into those areas. You do learn that there is, let's see here, two main factions that operate within Waterdeep. The first is, you're familiar with the name, various Zentarum subfactions.
Oh!
So
Uh-oh!
yeah, this sort of merchants, this merchant crime organization dedicated to sort of controlling the Sword Coast, or attempting to Sword Coast. Mercenaries, merchants, sort of a more subtle form of power. The other one is Xanathar, is the Xanathar Guild. Xanathar is named after, he is no longer operating within Waterdeep, but there was a crime lord. There was a beholder crime lord by the name of Xanathar.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
that is the same Xanathar from Xanathar's Guide to Everything. The beholder on the cover is Xanathar, the Waterdeep crime lord.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a fun fact. But since it sort of got disbanded, it sort of came back together. It's still relatively newish, coming back together under Xanathar Guild, sort of his legacy. This is a criminal enslaver network that is fairly powerful, both in Waterdeep and on the Sword Coast as a whole. This runs so much of the criminal side of things in Waterdeep that Zentarum and Xanathar Guild are sort of butting heads fairly often. These are slavers, these are what's the word I'm looking for? Smugglers, black market sellers, assassinations, all sorts of things.
Cool. They're out to shady shit, guys.
What are you doing in looking for these groups? Let's shove you in an alleyway. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's shove you here. That's a pretty condensed area.
Pretty condensed area. I was more curious about the makeup of the city, seeing what kind of illegal shit someone could get up to around here for fun.
There, drugs. Obviously, there are back alley drug dens, gambling dens. Obviously,
He's
that
gotta
is
find a room.
yeah, black market. Things that are selling things that are not so readily available in your standard street fare.
This does include things like the much stronger poisons, potions with dubious effects, essentially steroids, in potion form, and other similar aspects.
It sounds like the weird ass pills you could buy at a gas station with a holographic rhino on it or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I guess I'm interested in two things here then.
Okay.
I don't mind frequenting some gambling dens and or little drug hovels if it means that I could keep an ear to the ground, uh, see if there's any connection with either of these groups, with any of our great friends back in Neverwinter. Any information that might prove useful to either us or to the Harpers. And hell, you know what? I might be, this is a very magical city, so I imagine the black market, wherever it may be, must be popping. So I might be curious in visiting a market like that to see if I can't find anything interesting that might help us and or some forbidden knowledge that might help either Ilif or Marcus when it comes to the bookkeeper, that kind of thing.
Okay. Okay, yeah. What am I gonna have you make for this then?
Excuse me.
You know what? Maybe an insight check.
Insight, okay. I will use another guidance. I'm actually better in insight than investigation, so thank you. Where's my other dice? There you are. Okay. With a little... I am not at the top of my game today. That other roll would have been fucking terrific. Got a max on my guidance though, so my lowest was a 10 plus 4 for 14.
Okay. And yeah, you get some useful information here and there. Generally just like talking with people. I don't know if you can find anything super useful in the black market. But you can get some fairly useful information that might that you can pass along to the Harpers either here in Waterdeep or back up in Neverwinter. That could help with sort of like you especially probably pay attention to like the trafficking circles. So you can like with the 14 sort of focus your efforts on that if you so choose to get information to sort of shut down like 2 or 3 deals depending on who you pass that information to.
Oh, cool. You know, something else I'm actually kind of curious about. Since this is a major port city on the way to Neverwinter, basically.
Oh, yeah.
We never found out what was going on over in... God, what's her name again?
That chick that disappeared from Phandalin?
She came back, though, right?
Yeah, she did.
She did?
Yeah, she came back and was
it might be a stretch,
presumably now tied to Mab in some way.
Oh, yeah.
But also
she was working with
Zhentarim.
Zhentarim, right?
Yeah, she was also a Zhentarim agent.
Interesting. Okay. All right, just in case there's anything in the grapevine of anything getting sent to Phandalin specifically. Like, I don't know if her work is Phandalin is like a front to move things around kind of a thing, or what her work entails. Because we did find a message from her, but I don't think we had like the legacy to work with to decipher it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can find anything for Phandalin specifically, but there is for sure, I think, asking around on a 14, definitely supplies that get moved north to Neverwinter and surrounding area. Phandalin's, again, not quite, like, big enough to be of note to most people at this time. It's possible that she's either, like, doing her own thing as a Zhentarim agent there, or she's got, like, her own little branch that she's reporting to up there.
Gotcha, okay. Another question then, when it comes to the Zhentarim, yeah, brain twister thing. When it comes to their organization, is there the vibe that they're organized in such a way where there's a certain degree of training that goes into their agents, so it's more like searching out talented people and then recruiting them kind of a thing? I'm mostly asking because if there is a certain degree of training, then it might be safe to assume that when it comes to cracking your code, or it comes to however they make their little coded messages or whatever, there's a certain degree of they share the way in which they code, basically.
I think, let's see here. The Zentarum are pretty highly organized. So they'd be pretty selective with who they recruit, though they are the type to like, hey, this person seems to have less not such high morals, that maybe we can lure them in. But otherwise, they are, I think, like any notes you come across here, have pretty tough to crack ciphers and don't come with the keywords to break those ciphers. Meaning that whoever's on the receiving end probably has that in some way. The gist is they do take their work very seriously. They are fairly trained in their evil organization shit.
I guess what I was curious about is like when it comes to that cipher, if I get the vibe that it is sort of person specific, like she was coding it in such a way that only she was going to be reading it, or if this cipher is shared amongst the organization, that way another agent would be able to crack it if it was in front of them.
I think on a 14, you can't tell, though there is for sure more than one cipher at play in the organization. On a 14, okay. I don't know if you can tell.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's fair enough. How many more days are we in the city for?
Like one more. I think this is I think it's your last day, and then in the morning, in theory, you're shipping off.
Oh, too bad. All right. And you said I didn't find anything to use from the black market either.
No. Like you have some useful information with regards to the black market and like specialty shit. You can make a lot of stuff. So the stuff that you can't make is much harder to find. And would require a higher roll. I will say though, in regards to information regarding the bookkeeper, I don't know if this is something you had ever considered before in or out of character, but you find evidence that you are not the only bookkeeper warlock.
Really? Okay. Huh. Interesting. I would love to track down another bookkeeper warlock, actually.
Like you start asking around, and the name of the bookkeeper is not unfamiliar.
Huh. Okay.
Not totally unknown.
Do I get any kind of reactions or anything that stands out, or am I just kind of waved off?
I think I don't know if you really. Let's see here. I'm gonna make a roll for it myself, because I can't quite decide.
You know what? I never really considered tracking down another bookkeeper warlock.
I think it depends on how you approach asking about the bookkeeper. Like, is it clear that you're trying to get information, or are you trying to effectively make friends, quote unquote, with people?
I'll say make friends.
Okay, go ahead and make me a general charisma check.
Especially if I'm like frequenting kind of shady places like black markets. I'm very much giving off the vibe of like,
oh yeah,
these libraries around here are very limiting. I'm looking to broaden my horizons, kind of a thing. Okay. So what kind of check am I making?
Let's do straight charisma.
Straight charisma? Okay. Shit.
At disadvantage.
I'm disadvantaged. My first roll was a nat 20 too, so I'm like, man, that would have been fucking terrific.
Rip.
17.
Okay.
12 plus 5.
Yeah, 17's good. 17 as you try to like make friends. Yeah, some people, like you mentioned the bookkeeper, and some people are like, oh yeah, I knew a buddy who had sold his soul to the bookkeeper. And yeah. It looks like especially I think in like gambling dens, hilariously, bookkeeper warlocks or those aligned with the bookkeeper make great bookies. In the betting, in the legal betting rings and the gambling rings, they make great bookies.
I wonder why.
So I think that's some information. I think there's also Real Santa 17. You pick up some trails that suggest that there is a warlock of the bookkeeper in Neverwinter.
What?
That isn't you specifically.
In Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn. Whole time we've been like 2 blocks away. Is this my future best
Surprises.
friend, guys?
Surprised it's half hand.
Friend? That'd be funny.
Me and him, we're gonna ride off into the sunset, guys. He's gonna be my Hans.
Or
You're
it's
gonna
Selma.
What a
I love Ivan chuckling off in the back. I love Parm chuckling off in the background. All right, so I get confirmation, or I get the vibe that there's a
you
warlock
could?
in Neverwinter. Do I get a name at all, or they're just like, oh, I just heard about some guy in Neverwinter kind of a thing?
Moria, I just heard about a guy in Neverwinter.
All right, and I know, or at least I'm getting the vibe that they aren't referring to me. Is what you said.
Yeah, like if you mention, I know a guy up in Neverwinter, and you're like, what, like me? And they're like, what? No, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Oh, you will one day. Okay. All right, good to know. I will make a note of that. Interesting and fun and interesting. Okay. On with that information, I'm going to do
Seeds. I'm sowing them.
you sowing them seeds. I just imagined you with a little straw hat and one of those iron hose. Just okay.
It's hard work.
I'm
But
gonna start making my way back to the tavern of my delirium and
All right.
write up a letter to the Harpers,
All right.
to Angelica, passing along both the information that I learned, and when it came to those places in Neverwinter, were they connected to the Zentharum or to the other group?
In regards to like the trafficking,
Yeah.
that would have been like Waterdeep specific information.
Okay, I see. Okay. Gotcha. All right. I'm still gonna send it over to her anyways, and then I'm sure she can contact the right people in terms of Waterdeep Harpers, so she could take the credit for that.
Yeah.
And then also ask for a favor, get her
Angelica
feelers out
behind her
there.
back.
Get some feelers out to see if any of her Harper buddies have any info that could lead me into the right direction in terms of who this other warlock might be.
Yeah. All right. We'll make a note of that.
And I forget, who's Oscar with?
Me.
All right, I will pass it on to Oscar when I see him. After Hellu's heart to heart.
Hello
Let's
did
shift the
send
camera.
like a note with Oscar to be like, "Hey guys, please be at the tavern by dinner time." Vague time. I got stuff.
That was probably while Marcus was still out and about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So by the time he's back at the inn, Oscar has returned back to you. You send it with you getting that letter ready. Jesus Christ. We can.
I'm gonna hang out in a gambling den, by the way. Actually, not the tavern. Yeah.
Alright, that's fun.
No.
We can have you do some rolls for that later if you'd like. But
Sure.
that's later. Let's go to Hello.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
do you
Can we get
genuinely
some more serious music?
do you genuinely want me to wait or want to do this?
Let's do this.
Okay. Let's get some more serious music. I have a lot. What am I gonna do?
Take an imaginary swig of my beer bones.
Yeah, everyone sit back with,
Ew.
with your thing of popcorn. I'm so sorry.
Y'all are the worst.
Have fun, be safe. I hope you see a dog.
How is that?
That's exactly what Kate says to me every time they drop me off at work.
Hold on, let me turn up. Yeah, appropriately, like, melancholy.
Yeah. All right. I like that gift, Justin.
I think my family lives in the North District? Or the North Ward?
Yeah. So
I don't know where I wrote that down. That particular note is just, like, gone to the wind.
So, you, having talked with Silverhand, having gotten that out of the way, the promise of a swifter ship, sending off the note.
I got a Swister ship.
Back over there. Heading over there. You make your way to your parents' house?
Yeah, like, I don't know where else they could be.
Alright. Let's see, where am I gonna put you in the board? So do you walk or do you take, like, take public transportation?
I think I take a dray until I hit, like, kind of where I am right now, the edge of the North Ward.
Yeah. To stop you off at the market stop.
And I think Kalu is, like, taking this time to really like, it's quite literally the final hour as she's walking there right now, and she is still debating whether or not this is a good idea. But she's walking, she's going.
Yeah. You find your way following the directions down the high road. At some point, Oscar climbs out of the bag and, like, wraps himself around her neck, a little, like, warmth, to sort of ground you. Say you, hang a ride on Solmore. The sort of like the traffic here sort of thins out a little bit. The high road is busy as ever, but as immediately you turn off, things get quieter, especially the further down you go. And the houses, the businesses sort of fade away to, smaller, like, more local places, and then to fully to houses, sort of like, clustered houses that are longer than they are wide. But there is now greenery, little gardens, trees peeking out. Find your way, turning down a street, until you are looking at a very peaceful sort of residential street. It might be kids laughing. There are people in their front, like people gardening. You find your way, you're walking. Stop in front of a house that doesn't look too different from anything else other than, like, there's like a holy symbol hanging for a god, for a sort of nature-based god, and look down at the information you were given, and this is your parents' house.
I think Hello just sort of stands there for a while, and every now and again she'll, like, if some, like, a group of kids run past, she'll glance at them, and I think she can't help but wonder, what Renan's childhood was like here, and, like, how many children did he on the corner? What kind of games did he play with these faceless other children? And she tries to imagine herself also as a child, trying to keep up with her brother and succeeding. Let's be perfectly honest, it's Helen we're talking about. But what kind of games would she have? What kind of friends would she have made? How
Sorry to
different
interrupt. You
would
should
her life?
speak. I'm gonna ask you to speak just a little bit louder because you're getting cut off right at the end of your sentences.
Or nor where what was the last thing?
I think
People
sort of friends would have made.
What sort of friends would Helu have made? What kind of games would she have played as a child living in Waterdeep? How different would her life had been if she had just gone with them? And I think, does it look like anyone's home? I don't know what day of the week it is.
Make a perception check.
Because it's like, if it's Tuesday afternoon, doubtful anyone's gonna be home. Where did dice go? Hello. Okay, here we go. Well, I don't know where that one went. Oh, that's not bad. My perception again. Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking at it, and the lights are. There's no light in the house. There's no like candle or anything. The windows appear dark. You don't really see any movement.
I think Helu would probably like wander down this like.
So you start to wander, until a voice, calls out and goes, "Good afternoon."
And I'll turn to the speaker. Helu definitely does jump a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to startle you there. And you turn, and like the next door neighbor appears to be like a halfling woman, hair up in a bun, overalls on. She appears to have just been gardening. I didn't mean to startle you there. Were you looking for the people there?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I'm sorry to say they are currently, I believe, out doing whatever it is during the day.
Oh, I'm sure this is a strange question. Do you know what time they'll be back?
Oh, well, their son should be home soon. He works at a local shop down at the market. I think he's some wizard's apprentice. Really bright boy. That really bright kid. That boy. I've seen all sorts of like the little trinkets he enchants. Really cute. Get them for my wife all the time.
Son?
Yes. Who is it? Brakad. Yes. I haven't seen Ronan in a while. He's in the city watch. Real sweet boy. I think it's been a couple months.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Diamita.
Oh, nice to meet you, ma'am. I'm Helu.
Second, while she rolls something.
Helu's like bracing herself.
Oh well, it's lovely to meet you. I don't think I've seen you around here before. Are you a friend of theirs?
I know their older son, Renan.
Oh, how wonderful! He is a nice boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
I can tell. If you wait around, I'm sure Bricard will return soon. But otherwise, I can give them a message, or you can find them. I know Karidi works at a temple, a little bit ways, and give me a second while I pull up the dad name.
Haran.
And Haran should be down fishing at this time of day. He says he's retired, but really I don't think he could be retired if his if his life depended on it.
Yeah, that. I. I'll probably just swing back around in a few hours.
It's at this time that there is a voice from inside their house, as a gnomish woman sticks her head out, glasses like on her head. She goes, "Dear, who are you talking to out there?" She goes, "Oh, our new friend here, Halu. She came here to see Karidi and Haran." And the gnome's like, and the gnome looks out. It puts the glasses on, squints at you.
Hi.
I am making rolls for them. Goes, "Well, you're a big one."
Thanks.
And she's like coming out again. This is a halfling woman and a gnomish woman.
Oh no, I think I'm trapped.
you are
Social standards.
you are towering over them, and they're just like, "Well, you are a big one." And did you need them for something?
Yes, it's. I hope you'll forgive me. It's not something I want to share with strangers.
I'm not my wife. I'm not going to pry as much as she wants to. Hey. I mean, I am curious. But no, I won't pry.
Okay.
If you'd like, if you need a way, you can come inside for tea.
I don't.
Made this
want to
lovely pie.
oppose.
Really, really. You wouldn't be
feel
imposing
like-
at all.
I feel like Halu is being actively dragged in as she's
Yeah.
just like, "Hey, wait, hold on a second."
Yeah. These two little like older older women are dragging you into their house.
Oh no.
And you blink and you're sitting at a table and there's a pie and there's a slice of pie in your placed in front of you. And Diamita is truly just nattering on. Like,
Sorry, I need to use the bathroom.
all good.
You good?
No, I'm dying.
Oh.
How do you guys feel about beholders?
I think they're pretty bitchin'. I like how they
Interesting.
make more beholders just by sleeping and having weird dreams and shit.
Yeah, Justin, that was absolutely Bricard.
that's a good plug-in, I gotta say. I love that.
If you had asked him for his name at any point in the interaction, I would have told you, and we would have gotten to see Moscow, you motherfucker.
God fucking damn it. The one time I don't ask for someone's fucking name. I ask everybody for their fucking name. Give me the dude cleaning my freaking shoes. Nah. One fucking time. Okay. That would have been an interesting interaction. Oh, I didn't even know there was another brother.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe I was told and just forgot. I'm so forgetful.
It also would have been, I think, a really long time since you were
Yeah.
told, so no worries.
You know what? Good for him. He's got 2 siblings doing dangerous ass shit, and he's just off in his little market working on his trinkets. I love that for him.
I think I'll repeat this. I think when Moss is here, but I think also they start cooing over Oscar and give Oscar his own whole slice of pie. They don't try and cut it to size for him. They offer to, and he's like, no, give me. I would love a whole slice. Don't worry, I can eat it.
Does anybody ever get the urge to buy a whole pie to eat it by yourself?
Yes, actually.
Funny thing about that, Kate and I are pretty much doing that exact thing.
See, but that's between 2 people. That's acceptable.
No. You misunderstand. Kate bought an entire key lime pie and ate it herself, and I also bought like an entire banana cream pie, and I'm in the process.
Your
of
banana
eating
cream
it
pie
myself.
was free.
That is true.
First of all, it was free.
That
It
makes
was
him
I still
free.
haven't started eating it at all. It's still whole in the
Yeah.
fridge.
Damn, now
I
I want
started
pie.
eating it.
Right, I would kill for some pie.
I got my pie for Pie Day.
I got my pie because it's free at work.
See, if you're getting it for pie day, that's also like it brings it up a degree of acceptability. I'm talking about like it's a fucking random Wednesday. You're like, I'm gonna go out of my way to jump in my car, drive to an establishment of pies, purchase said pie, and then eat it all myself. So I've been having that urge for like the past month.
I almost bought an entire sweet potato pie.
Oh, I love sweet potato pies.
Fucking
Especially-
love sweet potato pie.
Actually, you put
Oh my
a
god.
little whipped cream
Why
on there,
didn't
maybe
you?
some ice cream.
Because I didn't think it was necessary to buy an entire pie.
What if I did a Wegmans run? That pie.
I think you should.
Probably not. Not after session.
Why am I
deserve it.
so
Because
fucking
you're
thirsty?
pie.
I need to get some water. I'll be right
You've
there.
been asleep all day, my guy.
That is true.
Tomorrow.
That would go
You
up.
tomorrow
slept
I'm
for
gonna go make a
20
pie run.
hours.
I wasn't sleeping for. Listen, I don't think it counts unless I do it for like 18 or 20 hours straight. All right.
I don't know about you, but it
Just
sounded
'cause-
like such a fun time. Late Saturday night, you jump in a car with someone, go find a pie at a Wegmans or whatever. I would do that.
Publix. We got Publix.
Oh yeah,
down
we make
here.
it. We make a trip. Make it a trip and go to Publix.
I also
Instead of
get
just
that
burger.
urge as well for rotisserie chickens. You know, the ones in a little baggies.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I want to just get like an entire rotisserie chicken and just go fucking wild on that thing, you know? Like, I'm mad that I'm not a bear sometimes and I just can't, like, destroy an entire rotisserie chicken or, like, eat raw salmon out of a river, like, just normally, you know?
I think you need to try Gorilla Shower Time.
What the fuck are you talking about? Kate keeps telling me about these weird fucking things, and I'm like, what are you talking? Like girl dinner or whatever, and girl math? Like, what the fuck are those?
Real talk, what's like non-binary dinner?
Clams, oysters,
Non-binary dinner
oysters.
is nothing. You forget to eat. You remember you were supposed to eat 6 hours ago, but it's 2 a.m. and everything's closed, so you just go to bed. I
That's
feel like
me.
that's non-binary.
I feel like
Me, literally.
I feel like it's an Uncrustable or something.
No, that's boy
I
dinner.
used to have those inside the house just so I could like snack on them, but they're expensive
I
as
don't-
shit.
True.
The box of Uncrustables I got was a 4-pack. It was $9.
If
Maybe
you end
gotta
up
get
getting
the
a
24
Costco
pack.
membership, they sell like another brand, like a huge box of them for a lot less. But it's pretty much the same thing. You should look into it.
Yeah, and the box at Kroger's, the big box is like $13, $14, and I'm like, what the? But we do have food stamps. Hey, you want to get some Uncrustables? Or did you want to? Does
Okay.
H Mart accept food stamps?
Welcome back.
Not sure.
Thank you. I don't know where the fuck that cough came from, but it had my fucking number and it came in swinging. Holy shit.
Oh.
It's all the nerves is leaving your body.
We're gonna bring it back in. I made the comment to everyone else, but I think these two are specifically Diomeda are like oohing and cooing over Oscar, and they do give him his own full slice of pie. They
Okay,
They try to give him like a size a slice more appropriately sized. Like no, give me the full slice.
Hellu's like, he can handle it.
And yeah, Diomeda is like eyes big, just like, oh, he's so cute, and Oscar's like, thank you, while he's shoving a whole slice of pie in his face. But
Did I hear something about Ricard when I was running into the bathroom?
I was telling Justin that the like the wizard apprentice that he encountered at the market last session was in fact Bracad.
Okay.
And I was saying, of course, the one fucking time I didn't ask somebody's name.
But to bring back in, you can they do like keep you there, and do chat your ear off. And they're like, oh, what do you do? What brings you to Waterdeep? All sorts.
Oh, I'm an adventurer. My friends and I are going to Candlekeep.
Oh, that's so exciting. Candlekeep's such a wonderful place. I heard so many cool stories about it. Bookcases to the taller than the tallest ceilings here in Waterdeep ourselves. Where all have you been?
Oh, mostly around the Neverwinter area. Like, Hellu is being truthful and honest, but it's also just like, I can't give any details.
And like, you get the point. You're worried. You might be worried at one point that they're trying to prod you for details. You figure it out at some point that no, this Diomeda is just like this. She is just asking you because she's interested and curious and is not like trying to wheedle anything out of you. She's like, oh, I hear Neverwinter's lovely in the winter. I know, I always thought it was a little bit ironic, Neverwinter, and get so much snow that close to the spine of the world. Were you there for the festival? How was the festival? Was it lovely? Was the food delicious? I've heard so many things. I've always wanted to go. No, we should go.
Yeah, Hellu is just like, yeah, it's pretty nice. The festival was pretty good. It's just like, yes, no. Like, answering the rapid fire questions as, like, politely and truthfully as possible.
Yeah. And at some point, Yona parks herself near the like front door, near the window. And at one point you see the gnomish lady like stick her like turn and look out the window, stick her head out, and look at you and goes, sorry to interrupt, dear. It does seem like the young Bracad has returned home. If you wanted to go speak with him.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. And thank you both for the pie and the tea. It was
Oh, don't
very
mention
lovely.
it. Please, you're welcome
Please,
back
thank you.
anytime. You're such a sweet young girl.
Thanks.
This itty bitty halfling lady. She's like, you're lovely, dear. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. It's just like, thank you both very much.
She's
Just-
giving, like, on your way out, giving
Like-
Oscar another slice of pie.
Hellu is so tempted to say something, but refrains. If she has to roll Oscar back to the end, she'll do it.
Oscar packs it away. You truly don't know where it goes. It does just disappear into his mouth, and he looks no different. Other than the most self-satisfied look on his face. As he just,
Well, at least I won't have to roll you back.
no, you should see how much I eat back in the Feywild.
Oh boy. That must certainly be something.
Look, you need a lot of energy to fly around and to teleport and to deliver letters all across the Feywild, you know?
No, that makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not uh disparaging you or whatever.
And you can see as you come out, you can see another half orc coming down the street, um, like focus on the ground more. Doesn't really seem to be paying attention to his surroundings, other than to like dodge some kids that run past him, bag over his shoulder, like goggles around his neck.
I think Kalu just kind of stares for a minute. Because she fully forgot that she apparently has a younger brother. Either that, I can't remember if she forgot or she just flat out didn't know. I suppose it doesn't matter. But I think tries to be as casual as possible. She like takes like 2 steps towards him, and then it's just like turns around, just like, wait, hold on, I can't just like, hi, I'm your sister from Neverwinter that you never met because you're younger than me by a lot more now. It's just like
I don't know if I want to have you make a performance or a stealth. I don't know what's funnier. I know you have proficiency in performance. I think it might be stealth.
That's
with
very
with
fair.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's very fair. Give me a second. Okay, that's that. Disadvantage. 13.
Okay. Yeah. You like step forward, stop, turn around, and you're like, oh my god, what do I say? And while you're doing this, you just hear
Hi! Lily just like turns around and it's just this is not going the way she had hoped. She wasn't sure how she wanted to go, but it was definitely not
Are you okay?
this. Yes.
Okay. Why do you look like you? Why do you look like it's? Why do you look like you're sweating?
I'm not sweating. I'm just warm. I have too many layers on. It's cold out.
Okay. And he's like turning to go towards his house.
I think Kalu does just like this silent, like, you know when you're so frustrated, you just like silently scream and you kind of put your whole body into it. It's just the, but you know, silent. There's just like the quietest fuck. I need to talk to you.
He stops and turns back around to me.
Yeah. And your parents.
You can see immediately he like kind of garden. He's like, "Do I know you?"
Yes, but also no. It's a really weird, complicated situation, and I'm sure it's really weird.
He holds up a hand. All right. How about we start with names? I'm Brakad. What's your name?
Hello.
You can see he like furrows his brow at that, and he's like,
Okay, is this some kind of a joke?
Joke?
Yeah.
People would actually do that?
I don't know, you're the one walking up to me using the name Hello. Look,
It uh, uh, it is my name. I You and the rest of your family lived in Neverwinter. Fuck, a decade-ish ago. Should be about that around that time for you, right? I think so. I don't know how much your parents talked about that time.
make a persuasion check.
Oh god. That's my +1. It's a 3.
he
Oh, no.
he's looking and he's like, all right, look, if this is some sort of scam to get money out of my parents, you can
No,
fuck
no,
right
I don't.
off.
I don't want your money. Killing dragons gives me enough money as it is. I don't need any more. Please, no. Look, I need to talk to you and them about Renan.
What do you know about Ronan?
A few months ago, he went looking for me. There's some details I just can't give you. But he went up north to Phandalin because he heard rumors about an adventuring party, and one of the members, me, matched the description of, well, me from when you all lived in Neverwinter.
You can see he like pinches the bridge of his nose and he's like, okay, wait here. And he'll like walk past you and call out to one of the kids on the street. He's like, hey, Elia, come here. And the kid runs up. He's like 12, 13 years old. And he goes, hey, you remember my parents, right? You know them. He goes, yeah. You know where my mom works? Yeah, at the temple. I'm gonna give you some money. Can you run and get her a message to tell her to come home immediately? And then run and go tell my dad. And he's like, I don't know. That's pretty far. And you see he digs like in his pouch, pulls out a coin purse, puts 3 silver in this kid's palm. He goes, 3 silver now, 3 silver when you get back. All right? Yep, my parents here. Kid's like, is looking down at the silver, and he's like, so much candy. You
know,
got
if
it,
Zane's
sir.
Thunder ever need a wizard.
I think Halu definitely like lightly chuckles.
This little kid's like, you got it, sir, and sprints off down the street at top speed.
Naruto run.
And he goes, all right, Elia's the fastest runner in this neighborhood. It'll still be like an hour or 2 before they get here. Now there is a like, hold on, give me a second. There is a like cafe near here. I'm not look, you say you're Halu. Sure, fine. I'm not exactly gonna let you in my house just
That's
yet.
fair. I don't expect that of you.
We can go down. There's like a local cafe. We can go down there, and you can tell me more about yourself before my parents get here. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And he will lead you down the street. It's not too far. It's like over here, towards what's known as the Sword Maiden. Sword Maiden is a colossal statue, of a lady knight, that towers over the buildings. A picture of it, actually. Ta-da!
Damn,
there's-
orc farming.
Yeah, there's actually like a little cafe at her feet.
What the fuck?
They'll take you over there, and you can see, underneath this colossal statue of a woman in armor with a shield, are a couple of like tables set up with umbrellas. So there aren't a whole lot of people out. It is still winter, so still cold. But there's a person there that has like hot mulled cider in a like enchanted pot that he's like ladling out to anybody who pays him. So like Burkhard will approach him and you pay him, turn around and hand you this like tankard of hot cider.
Thank you.
Well, then
Please let me
pauses.
pay you back.
I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
hello.
argue with a stranger. Claims to be my sister.
Hello kind of winces. That's fair. How much do I? Beep.
It's just 2 copper.
Oh, okay. I'm keeping track of my inventory.
Well, that's Burkhard saying those. You're like, how much? And he goes, it's just 2 copper. I'll take it and pocket it. Okay. So. I'll admit, if you are Helu, I'll admit I don't know much myself other than what my parents and my brother have told me. This has been a bit of a, they won't admit it, but it's been a touchy subject for them for the past, 16, 17 years? So, forgive me for being a little bit guarded.
No, that's fair. Are you aware of how we met? The Helu sort of grimaces.
You know about Lord Stoneman?
Uh,
I'm not a kid. They told me. And the rest I could put together myself. I don't remember much about that time. But yes,
No.
they told me about Lord Stoneman, and the daughter that they were forced to leave behind.
in the illegal underground
Yes.
gladiatorial ring? Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, what do you want to know? To be perfectly honest,
Did you come to Waterdeep specifically looking for us? And
No.
also, did you meet
Yes,
Ronan?
I did. He did find me up in Phandalin.
Is he here in town with you?
No. He, he's not dead. He's not dead.
Okay, good start.
My party and I are mixed up in a lot of crazy fucking shit. And
Not still with the gladiators?
no, I ran away because they tried to make me kill a man. And
Oh,
I
hell yeah.
said, fuck no.
Okay.
Um,
Alright. Props to you for that. Give you that.
thanks. I think. No, I ran away. Oh man, time is so weird now. It would have been 3.5 years for me, I think. But probably closer to about a year and a half ago. You. That
Okay.
sounds about right.
You're going to have to explain that one to me.
So part of the shit that my party and I are mixed up in, I got trapped in the Feywild by myself for 2 years, so I'm 19 now instead of 16, 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
bummer.
Yeah.
Like Oscar pokes his head out at this and goes, "Hi, I'm from
Oh,
the Feywild."
yeah, this is Oscar. He's a fairy dragon. He
Oh,
delivers messages basically instantaneously. He's cool.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, some wizards around here have made fairy dragons their familiars.
Huh.
Oscar was like, "Yeah, that happens. It's not a bad deal for some fairy dragons, you know. You get
Oh,
cared for. We just have to help them out with a few spells here and there.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal." Okay, so where is Ronan? And why isn't he with you? I know you said he got caught up in stuff, but
He's also currently trapped in the Feywild. Specifically, a prisoner to the Queen of Air and Darkness, Mab.
what?
Mm-hmm. Hello's like, her shoulders are like slowly creeping up to her ears.
Is he alive? Is he? Well, you said he was alive. Is he okay?
I don't know. I've been able to send him a few letters, but for obvious reasons, I haven't gotten any back.
Have you tried to go get him?
It's the Queen of Air and Darkness. My party is not strong enough.
And my brother is under her control?
No, he's not. I am. Sort of, only when I'm asleep. This is going so well. This is going so well. This feels like a mistake. Oh man, I think I'm gonna throw up. Okay, I need to rewind again. So,
You can if
my
you'd like.
party.
Just say that effectively you spend the next hour or two explaining to him, if you would like, or unless you want to keep role playing the scene.
I think really just the brief bit of, yeah, so my party and I are known as the Banes of Thunder. We fought and killed the White Dragon Cryovane. He had a thing in his chest, and the diamond whispered dreams to me. Like, I really just, no, yeah, just, I think explaining what the fuck is going on.
And like he, to his credit, he does stop and let you explain without a whole lot of interruptions. And as you're explaining, like, we killed the dragon, and now I've got a diamond that's contributing to this. You can kind of see like a little bit of effectively, quote unquote, the wizard brain activates, where he's like now looking at a puzzle, where he's like, all right, hold on. Okay, I know about the Banes of Thunder. That's, you're a part of them? Okay, sure.
Are your friends in Waterdeep?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. This is a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I'm not happy about the news that my brother is in the Feywild.
Me neither, to be perfectly honest.
And yeah, I don't know where else to go with that. Do you have any questions for me, I guess, while I sit here and process that information?
How's your life been? I guess?
Fine, I guess. I mean, I'm apprenticed to to an enchanter.
That's cool. I know basically nothing about magic.
Yeah, I'm just training to enchant items like him. I help him run his store sometimes down at the market. Don't know if I have anything else more exciting than that. Compared to you and Ronan, apparently.
Believe me, if I could go back and choose normalcy, I would. What sort of things do you enchant? What are you learning?
And there's like, he kind of sighs and there's like a kind of a shoulder something. He goes, "Don't laugh." And he like will reach into his bag and he'll pull out one like a little trinket. It's truly just like a random. Hold on, let me pull up another. Let me pull up the trinkets list. I don't do anything big yet, so I just practice by enchanting small stuff. I really help my master on the bigger stuff. Let's see here. He pulls out like a spool of thread, and the thread on it is like a dark brown, and he doesn't actually unwind it. This is what I made today. And he'll like take the spool and he'll touch it to his shirt, which is like a light gray, and you watch as a thread changes color to match his shirt.
Oh, that's so fucking cool. What the fuck? Wait, how did do that?
Oh, I mean, it's a fairly basic enchantment, but the goal is to understand the fundamentals and the basics. It's there's a little sigil on the inside, and he starts rambling on. You have activated his wizard mode.
Yay! No, Helu is like actually genuinely interested, because her magic's fucking weird. She doesn't even really consider it magic. It's just weird shit happens around her. Activate.
Yeah, and he'll explain that, and like in the process of explaining that, he'll pull out like another one, and it's like a fishing hook, that wiggles by itself. So he's like, yeah, this way, if you forgot your worms or whatever, you don't need a worm because this takes the function of a worm. This one was really hard because there's not really any space to put like any sort of circle, and he's unlike this, and keep pulling out another one, sort of a thing. And he's gone.
No, yeah, Helu just fully lets him go. There's definitely she's pretending that this has been her whole life, at least in this small moment.
Yeah. And
yeah, for the next like hour or two, you can go back and forth on the objects, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to switch, to the folks at Blackstaff. During this time, Ilif, you could have like, gone down the street and headed over to Blackstaff Tower. Again, this tower isn't hard to find. It is like the biggest and most elaborate tower in Waterdeep. And like if you ask anyone, "Hey, I'm headed for Blackstaff," they're like, "Oh, there, that way." Everyone knows where Blackstaff is. And you can get there. Approach the gate, and there's a beleaguered apprentice that approaches you, and he's like, "Hi, can I help you?"
I was asked to come here.
Are you with a really annoying elf and a guy with white hair?
So, I'm going to ignore the fact that you called my friends annoying, because it was probably Blossom.
I'll be clear, I'm just calling the elf lady annoying.
Okay, never mind then, you're correct.
Do you want one of my cough drops?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Like, yeah, okay. Alright, I was told to expect you. This way, please.
Okay.
Oh, is that Ilif? Ilif, darling, come in here. We're right over here. Come join us.
Ilif, like, contemplates turning around.
The apprentice is like, "Oh, me too."
Lena, don't even start.
Is she your friend?
I'm being welcoming.
Sadly.
Unfortunately.
Well, good luck. And we'll pat you on the shoulder and fucks right off.
Honestly, icon.
I love them.
Iconic.
And you round the corner to see, Blossom and Sedge, sitting at a desk. Across for them is a, like, young human-looking woman who is very short. To be clear, I will post Blackstaff's picture again. Her name is Vajra Safar. She is the current Blackstaff of Waterdeep.
She's so pretty. Sorry.
She is under 5 feet.
It's not that short.
I mean, as someone who every day, it's kind of
It's not that short. I'm just saying.
But there is like, basic sort of like tea and drinks set out. As she looks up and she goes, "Oh, welcome. You must be Ilif, yes?"
Yeah.
I'm Vajra. It's wonderful to meet you. I'm Blackstaff. Your friends were telling me that you had a problem. In fact,
I think they're about to become one of them. But
in fact, all of you seem to have your own problems that you were hoping to get my help on.
Or at the very least, some advanced arcane input based on your experience. You're highly qualified, I have no doubt.
I can't guarantee any solutions. And how long are you all in town again?
I think we only have until tomorrow morning, unfortunately,
Yes, then
based on our current travel circumstances.
I can only offer so much. But please, for my sake, what problems are you all facing that you would like my input on?
I feel like Blossom would butt in first.
Yeah, oh, you've been the one doing the primary talking.
That just ain't shit.
Okay. Okay. Well, I have an issue. How much do you know about the structural chaos of the Feywild?
I mean,
I-
quite a bit. I've studied it here and there. It's not my primary focus, but
So you know of the Queen of Air and Darkness and her sister, the Queen of the Summer Court?
certainly two of the most famous archfey in history.
How much do you know of the current circumstances of their courts, respectively?
Well, I don't follow
Feywild politics, if that's what you're asking.
Right. That's probably smart. It tends to be very overwhelming and chaotic.
I do
Um,
typically concern myself with Waterdeep politics.
Fair. What if I told you the Queen of the Summer Court was missing and her sister is plotting to take over the court herself?
I would say that sounds pretty severe.
And what if the Queen of Air and Darkness succeeding in taking over the Summer Court could not be guaranteed to stop there and would continue to attempt to control the entire Feywild and then presumably the material plane?
Well, presuming that she
Are you
takes
prepared
over-
to stop her from doing something like that?
I am concerned with the safety of Waterdeep first and foremost.
But
Well, if this did come to pass, it would concern the safety of Waterdeep.
Haven't you noticed how long winter's been going on?
I have
we're, like-
noticed, and I was about to say,
Midwinter.
you're past midwinter, midwinter
We're
festival.
getting close to when spring should start happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
And also,
the-
we're further south than Neverwinter.
oh, that's
Yeah, the festival in
Right.
Waterdeep, not Waterdeep, in Neverwinter was the Midwinter Festival. So yeah, you're past
Right.
that. You've gone further south. In theory, it should be getting warmer. It has only gotten colder.
Uh-oh.
To which Blackstaff, Vajra says, I have noticed, and if you let me finish, I would say that if the Queen of Air and Darkness were to take over the Summer Court, the Feywild is a reflection and a mirror of the Prime Material. What happens there intrinsically affects what happens to the Prime Material.
so if
Oh no.
winter were to take over summer, I suspect we would have an ice age on our hands.
She delivers
That's
this
kind
like
of
straight
exactly
face.
what's happening
Well, that
right
would-
now.
That would make sense then, with the weather being what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, Titania is missing. Like, her physical self is missing, no one can find her. Kind of thing.
Well, that would be the first step in attempting to take over the Summer Court, is to remove competition.
Mm-hmm. 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 No,
I'm
not
assuming
going to tell her that.
I'm assuming that you and your party are directly concerned with this and are
Likely intending to take steps to fix this.
Oh yes. Well, first off,
you're asking about.
Go ahead.
well, the thing is, technically, I cut out. I'm so sorry. Technically, very high pitched voice. I'm Titania.
Take a persuasion check.
Okay. Which one? Which one? I'm gonna use my red blossom dice. Ooh, 19?
She says, well, if that were true, and that is nothing against you, I just have learned to add to consider options, a healthy dose of skepticism in general. If that were true, I would ask, what are you doing here, and not in the Feywild attempting to reclaim your throne?
That's an excellent question. And like Lena blinks a little bit. and
Point
her tone
blank, what
dropped.
are you doing here?
Yeah. And then she says, "Well, first off, my sister's a huge bitch,
The Fae in general.
and she
tend to be-
stole all my power."
The Fae in general seem to operate, such as like that. So then, if the matter is you're missing your power, what steps have you taken to reclaim it?
Well, we've made pacts with various heads of courts,
Have you?
crumbling our way.
We have not.
It's been
I think she's just lying.
We are in the process of forming contract of loyalty,
Okay.
and we've been fumbling our way across the Sword Coast, getting allies on this plane.
Okay. So that is a excellent start. Have you retrieved Titania's tools of power?
My what?
Her what?
Well, in many of the stories of the Feywild, Titania, and the Summer Court, she is seen with a wand with a white diamond. Have you retrieved that?
Oh, that diamond. No. Honestly, I only remember snippets of the last couple of years of my existence, which isn't very helpful in this predicament.
I imagine not.
But I
Well-
do remember a white diamond from somewhere.
Well, that would probably be one of the first things you should reclaim. Especially if you don't want that falling into the Queen of Air and Darkness's hands. Reclaiming the white diamond wand. Now, I know I am just simply giving you advice. Is there anything you'd want me to do immediately that I might be able to help with?
Well,
It
do you
seems
have
so-
any leads on the diamond?
Unlikely. I only ever read about it in stories.
So much made you, huh?
Blossom. Lena.
Lena!
Oh, please, she's in the back.
You'll
Titania!
You'll have to forgive our friend. She's feeling a little let up recently.
Oh, it's
I'm
quite all right.
perfectly fine.
It's quite all right. You're effectively powerless in the Blackstaff Tower, anyways.
Not entirely. Eilif, would you care to share your predicament?
That you
No.
so rudely.
Yes. Thank you for taking it upon yourself to let her know what my predicament. That I have a predicament. I
You're
appreciate
so welcome,
your
darling.
I hate you.
I know.
Oh yeah, so my soul's like split and shattered and stuff.
Okay, what do you mean by shattered?
And then Eilif will go into detail.
Yeah.
I don't feel like talking.
Yeah, and she summons a notebook from practically nowhere, and starts writing in it. She's leans forward and taking notes. And you've presented to her with an arcane mystery, and you can see, similar to Bracad going wizard mode, she has gone wizard mode. And she goes,
Good
okay.
for her.
Nerd.
Yeah. And she goes, okay. You tell her about meeting entropy and shit.
Yes, I tell her everything because at this
Yeah.
point, like, what's the point of
Yeah. To which she's like, well, that is incredible. It would stand to reason that, well, there are many things in this world that, a consciousness that we simply haven't thought to examine. It would make sense to me that in a world so suffused with magic, entropy itself would have a form of consciousness. But your soul is shattered.
and I got told, hey, you gotta go find the pieces.
Which is certainly easier said than done.
Yeah.
Have you made any attempts to collect the pieces just yet?
Currently, no, because they're all on the Feywild, and we've been in the Prime Material since I found out.
Okay.
I'm more right now looking for... It's getting worse. And the more I use it, and the less stable it becomes, and I'd really like to not find out what happened.
Yes, your Echo and Delay. Right. Obviously, I can't help you put your soul back together here and now. That would be...
Yeah.
I would need time, which neither of us seem to have. Collecting your pieces. There are, of course...
I need help with stability and maybe like a sensor or something to be like, you're almost there. You're close to your soul.
Well, you yourself would be a sensor. It is your soul. So I suspect that you would...
I figured.
You would have a sense. But, I can maybe help with stability. I can
that
also...
would be great.
Yes. I will say that if you haven't considered it, something like a wish spell or a divine boon would help in some way to...
Are you offering a wish spell?
I don't have wish. I don't take it because I don't wish to. The effects on the body are tremendous. And I don't wish to be incapacitated. Should the city need me.
Fair enough.
But certainly, if you're going to be in the Feywild, I don't know how hard it would be, but finding. I mean, if anyone's going to have a wish spell, it would be Queen Titania herself, and she looks at Lena. But
if only.
Seeing as how Queen Titania seems to be indisposed.
I'm going to forget you said that.
I don't think you should.
All right. What was that, Dragon Boy?
She's stopped paying attention to the two of you. For right now, I will, if you give me just a moment to look through my spells, I can see what I can do to help you stabilize. In the meantime, I can potentially offer a vessel in which to collect the pieces.
Great. Like a mason jar or something?
Something a bit more sophisticated than that. And she will, make a hand motion, and much like she summoned the notebook, she, pauses, and she seems to be thinking, seems to be thinking hard for a moment before she makes a hand gesture and summons an object, and she looks at it and she goes, not quite, and it disappears. Summons another one, and it disappears before she summons what looks like a lantern. Hi, kitty. Thank you. She summons what looks like a lantern, like a hooded lantern, ornate, sort of, black metal gilded with gold, with a, blue crystal on the inside that seems, cold and unlit at the moment. This should serve the purpose. When you find a piece, and open the hood and say the command word, and it should collect the soul within the lantern.
Yay.
Do be careful to only point it at your soul pieces. You can. I have this trusting with you because it has been used for malign purposes in the past.
Okay. Yeah, I'm only going to point it at my own soul.
Excellent. I will write up an item card for it.
Wait. Okay, question. What happens if I point it at someone else and say the word? Not that I'm going to, but I'd like to know.
Well,
Tanya looks over concerned.
in the past, it has been used to capture another person's soul. Living person's soul. Straight from the body.
Is there like a limit?
About one soul's worth.
Okay. Cool.
Right, and I will write you up an item card at some point. Then she will look.
I mean, it's just like a soul jar, isn't it?
Effectively,
essentially.
yeah. It's just kind of a soul jar.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, kitty. Thank you for sitting in front of my keyboard. Armenis. Let's see. Let's look at wizard spells. Is there, in theory, a spell that could help with this? Give me a moment while I look through the wizard spell list.
Mm-hmm.
A-do-do-do, in a yellow submarine. Cat, sweetheart. Thank you. Don't do that. Sorry, I kind of thought about this and then I didn't actually look through the spell list because I'm
You're fine.
didn't fully put that together. Thank you.
She's just a baby.
He's just a baby.
She's just a little baby.
It's just baby.
Maybe.
Just a little. Hi.
What if we heavily modify planar binding? That'd be fun.
Ooh.
Hi. Not necessarily using planar binding, but the idea would be like as she's sorting through. There's obviously the standard wizard spells, and I think she obviously has a couple of spells herself, from her own time as a wizard. And she will like sort through her spell book, which doesn't look that big when she pulls it out, but there are truly like hundreds of pages to this book. She's flipping through it lightning speed, and she's thinking goes here, it does require a bit of a ritual, so if you'd like, I will ask your last friend here what he needs, and then you and I can step away to a ritual chamber and we can see about it.
Cool.
And then, great.
Love is just fucking going with the flow at this point. Like, this might as well happen.
And then she will turn to Sedge. And you?
Ike?
Sedgeworth.
Like,
Oh no, we lost him.
Did you
oh shit,
fucking
he
die?
dead.
Oh my fucking god, he fucking dead.
Kate, you're there, right? The power didn't go out again. Uh-oh.
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 Yeah, there we go.
Oh. Well,
They got fucking got!
They got got.
Oh my god, they're fucking dead!
damn.
Bum.
I hope.
I have a question, Red.
Yeah.
are you? I mean, I try to find one myself, but are you aware of a magic item that negates the need for sleep?
Not off the top of my head, but it wouldn't surprise me if it exists.
Yeah, I'm looking around. I can't seem to find it. I think there was
It's
some in
probably like
older
a
editions.
homebrew one because I don't think like I haven't seen.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Cool to find.
I suppose in the meantime, like we'll rewind a few seconds as she's like writing notes down about your whole situation, Ylif. And the whole time is like, well, it's we understand a lot about magic, but the magic of souls is a little bit unique. Typically, many people consider that to be the domain of the gods. I disagree, though. I think there is knowledge worth learning.
Oh, wizard
Everything.
hubris, great.
Yes, well, it comes with a job description. You have to have a certain amount of hubris to be the archmage of one of the most magical cities in the Sword Coast. But it is quite extraordinary that do you experience any deficiency in your ability to emotions, to anything of the sort?
I mean, not that I've noticed. I'm not the best at processing my emotions, but that's more of a repressed emotional capacity of a soldier than like.
And I understand. You feel.
And also, I wouldn't really have noticed it. Like maybe recently, it's kind of been harder to like get myself to care, but that could also be depression.
Fascinating. Do you still feel pain?
Yes.
All right. Other than the delay when your echo, are there any other symptoms that you might be able to attribute to soul fracturing?
Like points at their scars, and it's like, well, I mean, these glow blue.
Oh well,
I'll summon my echo to show. Like, I'm not gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because yes, that is very fascinating, and it very likely could be linked to your soul fracturing. Magic scars are not as uncommon as some people might think. That respond to magic in such a way.
I have trouble like looking in the mirror and recognizing myself in the mirror, but I don't know if that's more of a trauma thing.
I don't see. It's very possible that trauma could feed into the symptoms, as well as the symptoms could feed into the trauma, just as easily. Not discrediting your experiences. But I do think it is interesting that you are.
Oh, I'm back. Kate,
Welcome
are you back?
Not yet.
Welcome back.
I do find it interesting that you are seemingly still functional, even with parts of your
Oh,
soul
it's
missing.
real close to not functioning, apparently.
Well, I'd be surprised if you were fully okay after such an event. But
No, I meant like I am one of like 2 people to have survived this happening. According to Entropy.
yes, and at some point I do want I would love to pick your brain about your experiences being caught in Worldfall when you are ready and willing to speak about it.
I mean, I never will be, so might as well just ask the questions. I don't remember a lot of it.
This would be a full day thing, so I will save them for.
Yeah, okay. I also just for your information, I basically remember none of it.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. But it is interesting. Yes, many people who get caught in Worldfall or any sort of in the manner that you did don't survive. fact that you did is
Yeah,
very
because their
fascinating.
soul gets like torn to pieces because they cannot comprehend what's happening to them.
And also the magic of the planes is disruptive to say the least, of falling between them in such a way. But no, I think it's worth examining that you are, in essence, a whole and complete person, a piece of your soul.
Yeah.
Uh, but yes, let me, she goes back to looking for her spells. This was a little bit of a rewind. And then, goes through the thing, gives you the lantern, and then we'll turn to Sedge and be like, and you, what is it you, needed help with?
Well, if you personally ask me, I don't need help with anything, but,
He's turning into a dragon.
yes. So, my entire problem is that the same. So, I don't know how much you've heard of the Banes of Thunder.
I've heard news here and there. It's not, my apprentices probably know more than I do, but I have heard of the name.
Okay, so, our group here, Sans, two other people, and a fairy dragon, are part of a group called the Banes of Thunder.
All right.
And I'm not sure if you heard that there was a white dragon
I did.
terrorizing. Yes,
That I did keep an eye on
killed
in
it.
case you flew south. Excellent.
Yes, we killed it. That did not come without.
I
its
didn't kill. I wasn't there yet,
repercussions.
but yeah.
Yes, Ilif was not there yet, but that did not come without its repercussions amongst for two of us at the very least. I in particular dealt the killing blow, and for my efforts and my time, I suppose, I got this. And Sedge pulls down their sleeve that covers their dragon scales and shows off a little bit of their neck, also with the dragon scales on it. I like he said, and becoming a little bit more dragon-like by the day.
Excessive, territorial, angry. A lot angry.
Oh, of course.
Yes, express territorial, very. I hesitate to call it possessive. I'm
Possessive.
just protecting what's mine.
Possessive.
Anyway,
Oh, of course.
I am a Kalashtar, and I've been experiencing dreams, which is the most worrying of them all to me in particular.
Somehow
yeah.
your connections to dreams have been reestablished in some way. It is. Dragons are inherently magical creatures. They are, in many ways, fundamental to the prime material and realms beyond. In many ways, not to say that don't kill them. Obviously, dragons cause a lot of problems, but it's not unusual for there to be lingering effects.
This one was also cursed by the Queen of Arendelle.
Oh, interesting. That is good to know. That certainly would disrupt a number of natural magical processes, but
Yeah,
it
she's
is.
been making a lot of big moves lately.
You know, I think I picked that up from your story. But yes, it's not unusual for things to happen following a dragon's death. Their death would release a lot of magic, though that usually only happens to the land around it, or to items, objects that might absorb the magic. It seems in this case you absorbed much of the dragon's magic when it died, and as a result, it's beginning to show. Are you trying to reverse the effects?
Yes, actually, had a little Well, I don't want to become half a dragon. I would really prefer if I did not become an entire half dragon. That would be extremely inconvenient.
I imagine so.
I love that inconvenient word you use for that, Sedge.
He's not
That-
wrong. It would be inconvenient, but there are, of course, other words that I imagine would be more appropriate. But if you, and she'll like hold out her hand to take your hand that's turning into a scale, if I may.
You may.
She'll take your arm, and begin ritual casting Identify.
Oh, okay.
Actually, she won't identify. She won't do a ritual cast. She will high level Identify. Again, like I am bending the rules of Identify for her just a little bit here.
Yeah, she's an archmage.
Yeah. Before she comes back, like a minute later, and she goes, "Okay, well, it has progressed. You still have a long way to go, obviously, before your head becomes that of a dragon, but
I'm sorry, what?
oh, that's the final stages of it. You'll probably grow a tail long before that point.
I'm sorry, what?
Again, later stages, you have quite a ways to go. But this has progressed a decent amount.
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed.
This dragon magic is not my specialty. But this is me. This is me having my brain buffer. I can't help you much at this moment. Again, this would require more time that neither of us have. I can give you the name of an expert in Candlekeep.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah, it's like
Sorry.
you guys did reach out to a planar entity about it who was like, "Hey, yeah, who was like, "Hey, yeah, there's someone in Candlekeep that might help you." It makes sense. She's like, "Yeah, there's an expert in dragons in Candlekeep." But I can give you a name there. I can tell you to. Well, okay. Say this: if there is a coming ice age, this will progress faster and faster. White dragons are.
Sedge's face is just
This will get
stormy with anger as she keeps talking.
This will get exponentially faster as the ice age sets in. White dragons are, of course, winter dragons. I would avoid giving into impulses that this asks of you. I'm sure that you and your friends have figured that out, but avoid giving into the impulses and stay warm.
Right.
I'm sorry I can't do much more at this moment.
No, it's not your fault. I am trying to be less angry.
Do you have like a spell or like a medicine or something that might help with anger issues?
Is there a calm emotion
Xanax.
spell scroll?
That is repeatable.
Can we
Daily.
find Xanax? warrior.
Long-lasting calm emotions.
She's gonna give you one of them stress balls.
Sedge breaks it on the first squeeze.
Yeah,
Gives you a
Sedge,
Nido cube. Here, try this.
Sedge gets the stress ball and just squeezes the shit out of it, and it pops.
There's nothing that
Testicular
I
torsion.
have specifically. I do know, however, there is an individual in the market who sells I'm going to call them anxiety stones. Which makes them sound lesser than they are. They are effectively a once a day casting of calm emotions on the self to help with anxiety. Big moments. I know an apprentice of mine has one of his own.
So it's just a Valium. Okay.
In my
That's the
head,
name of the guy who
thinking,
sells it.
I'm thinking like a worry stone. Is straight up is effectively what this is that it's a a worry stone that once a day allows you to cast calm emotions on yourself. And the intent is for like, hey, do you have a big test today and are you so anxious you're about to puke? Use this to take a breath.
Red, I
Hello
humbly
needs
request
that.
I humbly request that the merchant who's selling these, his name's actually Valium, because it sounds like a fantasy name.
Valium the Strong.
Valium worry free.
But you can get them down at the market.
Valium Xanaxin.
Oh my god. No, it's Xanathar. You can get them down at the market. They are quite popular with students, I'd imagine.
Sedge is furious. Right now, he is just so fucking angry. And it shows.
Cast calm emotions like right now on him. Just
I don't have it
he doesn't
prepared, unfortunately.
stabs. Okay.
I'm fine.
It's alright. Once
I
again,
wouldn't call
you,
that.
Once again, you are within my tower. You really can't do much to me.
I sure
It
would
honestly
love
wasn't
to
you I
see
was worried about. It was your
Rhino.
poor door.
Oh, he can't do. You really can't do much to the tower either.
Right.
We'll turn to Lena and be like, I mean, you're welcome to try.
I
I'm getting the
turn to
vibe that she
Ylif.
really wants someone to do something in this tower.
I turn to Ylif and I say, when we get back into the ship, I'm slaughtering somebody.
No.
Why
So
wait?
that is murder, and
Oh my god.
if you were
Oh
within
my
city
God.
limits, you will be arrested.
Oh dear lord.
Fine.
Tanya, just fuck off. I don't need you causing problems right now.
Oh, but it's so much fun.
That's
Whatever.
gonna be so
No
much
one
fun
cares
when I
about
ram my
anything you have
foot
to
up
say.
your ass so hard that you can't get.
Would you care to repeat that?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna ram my foot so far up your ass that it's coming out of your mouth and you're finally fucking talking something other than shit. Maybe I need one of those stones.
I think the whole party does.
Honestly?
Probably.
Kinda, yeah.
They're popular among adventurers too.
She helpfully adds watching these two
You have a
tear
five-
each other apart.
Do you have a buy full get one free coupon we can have?
No, unfortunately not.
Pity.
Everything's a pity with you. God.
Well, at least I'm not the one throwing myself a pity party right now.
I'm not throwing myself a pity party.
Then
Oh
why are
my
you so
God, we're such
gloomy?
disaster.
I'm not gloomy.
And why are you so pathetic? We're asking obvious questions. Like, just shut up.
You know, Isla, I thought we had gotten past all this.
Not.
What, you being
I'm
an
in a
asshole?
mood
I don't
today.
think I think we
I'm
have.
in a mood today, okay? I am tired.
Really?
I don't feel good. I have chronic pain right now. I want to go take a nap.
I'm sorry, but I love that Archmage is just standing there watching this whole interaction, bro.
She promised that she would help Isla after the fact, so she's waiting.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go do the thing that I have to do, and you're gonna leave me alone for like the next 20 minutes at least.
Fine.
Thank you.
Goes, this way, please. And before she goes, though, she will turn to you, Sedge, and be pulling up. She's giving you the name of expert. Is just. I'm going through the Dragonborn name generator, and it requires me to find a name that I can actually fucking pronounce.
Mood.
She'll give you the name, Tualmach, Nizgil. Don't worry, I'm putting it in.
Mm-hmm. Do I know this Dragonborn
Make
by
a
any
history check.
chance? Give me 1 second. There we go. Catfish. Bag him and tag him. What dice should I use? I'll use this dice. And I have like, what, a +5 to history? What's
Something
my
like
history
that.
modifier? +6. Yes. Hold on. Okay. That was a 19 + 6, so 25.
25. Yeah, you know this. This name is familiar to you. There's a Dragonborn, scholar, among more high-ranking within within Candlekeep, who, yeah, like their whole area of study was the intersection between, like, dragons, nature, and magic. Yeah.
Sedge goes, oh, I'm from Candlekeep. I've heard of this person before.
Oh, excellent.
I just hope I did not do anything. I don't remember them. So hopefully we knew each other on fairly neutral terms.
Well, either way, I imagine this will be a sufficient mystery. Their attention, regardless of what you might have done in the past.
Here's hoping. Thank you so much for your time and your help with this, truly.
Sorry, I couldn't be of
my-
more help.
It's not your fault. My anger aside, it's less anger at you and everything you stand for, and more of the situation generally at hand.
I think I would be fairly angry at the situation myself if I was turning into a dragon against my will.
DM, quick question.
Yeah.
Do I get wings?
That's a roll of the dice. do you want to ask her that?
You're probably gonna be a little
No.
too far gone at that point.
I'm like, you know what? Turning into a dragon, not great, but wings?
Normally,
It has its perks.
I think normally half dragons no, but
Aw.
there's always a chance.
Ooh.
Just gotta
Spicy.
give up your humanity, baby.
Ike, you fully went. I don't want to turn into a half dragon. Although,
Although,
Wings would be pretty sweet, I'm just saying.
Unless.
but Vajra will lead you, Ylif, away from the sitting area. Actually, before she goes, she will say, you can stay here until we're done. To you, Lena, and Sedge, be like, you can stay here until you're done, or if you'd like, one of my apprentices can show you out.
No, I'd prefer to stay with Ylif.
Animal. Yeah, we'll lead you away to a staircase. Here, give me a second. Ba-ba-ba-da. Leads you to a staircase that appears from your thing, like leads follows the outside of the tower with huge windows that show you with a fantastic view of the city beyond. And we'll start climbing along like a little bit up, like as the floor below sort of disappears around the bend of the tower, and you're just looking at a solid wall on one side. By the way, this isn't like a narrow staircase. This is like a very wide staircase, so there's you don't have to go near the window if you don't want to.
No, I'll go near the window.
Yeah. As you climb higher and higher, you can see, you're getting a really nice view of Waterdeep, and then like the sea comes into view from over top the tower, over top the walls. And as the first floor disappears from view, she whispers something under her breath, and like almost immediately after, a floor comes into view at the top of the stairs.
Huh.
And you'll step out onto this landing where there's a big door. She waves her hand and the doors fly open. And appears to be like a study. So though this is much larger than most studies, there is a big desk, books flying overhead of all sorts, like a huge brass contraption that is sort of spinning by itself, that she kind of all ignores. She passes to another door, opens it, and there is a circular room with like a skylight bringing in light, which is weird because this implies this is at the top of the tower, but there's no way you climbed that far.
Wizards.
The tower has a lot of tricks up its sleeves.
Wizards.
It's always something with wizards.
She goes, if you stand here just a moment, I can prepare, I'll prepare some ingredients for the ritual. And she will begin, like, setting up, it looks like a ritual circle, with various components at points in the circle. If you stand there, please, and we'll point to, like, the center.
So what exactly is this spell doing?
My goal is to, your soul might be your soul is fractured, and what remains, I suspect, is a little unbound from your physical form. So my goal is to sort of bind your soul back to your body in a more direct way. Usually that isn't a problem. That is sort of a function of how souls work. And it takes a bit of force to separate the soul from the body. I'm recreating that with magic.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that this stabilizes things somewhat. I can't guarantee it's a permanent fix. But
I don't really need permanent fix right now. I just need something.
But my other hope is that this will apply a sort of gravitational pull to soul fragments. That by anchoring
more directly the fragment you have left to your body, the other soul pieces will be drawn to you as much as you are drawn to them. And the more you put your soul, the more you gather the soul pieces, the stronger the pool.
Eat.
I also can't guarantee that this won't hurt.
Well, good thing I'm used to pain, and I will just step into the center of the circle.
Oh God.
Excellent.
Excellent. I do apologize.
I know that I seem a bit sort of detached, but I do care.
No, I figured you're just doing your thing. It's fine.
And she will, did you, I do have to ask, Sedge, just for clarification, did you follow them up?
I did.
Did you follow them up?
Kind of like assets not to, because Isla figures that this is going to be painful, and they do not want problems to happen.
Okay, if Ilif is like, don't come up, then I will not come up.
At the very least, like, if you did follow them up, whether or not Ilif if you did follow up and Ilif didn't ask, Vajra would be like, I need you to stay out of the ritual room.
Lena decided to stay comfortable on the couch sipping tea.
Honestly, fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, she got comfortable on the couch, she's gonna stay there.
Okay. So, you ask Sedge to stay behind?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to cause problems, and I know that he will cause problems.
Who, me? What? No.
Just a little guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Two of you are downstairs waiting for the two of them. Waiting for Ilif to return. Vajra will begin chanting. And light begins to fill the circle. The components and the pieces begin to glow themselves before they seem to almost melt into the circle itself. And you feel, I think it starts as like warmth and maybe a strange sort of vibration.
How are we going to do this? She's going to make, we'll say for this, she is expending her 9th level slot. She's an 18th level spellcaster. She actually has her own stat block. She's an 18th level spellcaster. And we'll use her 9th level spell slot for this. Sick.
Fuck yeah, Vajra. And yeah. You rolled really well. Let's see here. Sorry, checking some things. And you feel, I think you feel the moment the spell, like, hooks onto that soul fragment. And I'll
Oh shit, it's gonna rip the fucking one from Lena, isn't it?
Well, now it is, if it wasn't before.
I didn't want to say anything. But
I would have said it fucking, like, the second we got out of session. I would have been like, oh, I'm worried that the thing's gonna summon the fucking piece of me and Lena. And then Jen would just have it happen next session.
It's a good point, but, this is, what she's attempting to do is take the soul fragment currently with you and, like, the best way I can describe it is bungee cord it to your body. Is the best way I think I can put this, metaphorically. So you feel the moment.
She's gorilla gluing that bitch down.
Yeah. So you feel the moment the magic hooks securely onto your soul fragment, which is a deeply unsettling feeling. I will say, you know what? Fuck it. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 15.
It hurts like a bitch. but you remain standing.
Yay!
We'll say,
Take it.
we'll say, for the sake of it, you take 3 points of damage.
Points of youch.
3 points of just damage. I don't think this has a type. I think this is just flat out
Ouch
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
Hence the youch.
And yeah, the spell continues. You feel the hook and like you might stumble, but you remain standing. Like wincing in pain, and then you feel the second hook on like your physical being. And go ahead this time, let's say. It might feel a little bit backwards, but make a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 1 for a 2.
Oh no.
Oh. That's gonna be a lot more. With a 2 total. This is blinding pain. And you'll take 15 points of damage.
Yeah, I figured.
As you feel this second thing hook into your physical being, and you can feel the pull on both. I think here is when you like fall to the ground. Like maybe even a bit of a nosebleed. This shit is not pleasant. You then like feel the magic creating that seal, creating that bond between the two, to anchor the soul fragment, set adrift by the planar by Worldfall, set adrift by Worldfall, causing you all these problems. You feel the moment the magic sort of envelops it and begins to sort of stick it to you. Go ahead and make me. Let's see here. So I'm going to make me a charisma saving throw.
Uh-oh. 8 and 11.
Okay. You'll take 12 points of damage. And I think in
No,
that
Jen, I didn't hear how much you said.
11 points of damage. Well,
Okay.
sorry, 12. Yeah, in that moment, that like split second where the soul fragment is anchored to your body, you can almost like there's like a flash, and you can almost for just a moment you're looking at the soul piece that's with entropy. Like you can feel the physically feel the connection to your echo before you rock it back into your body.
Ow.
And with that, the light will fade, and the spell comes to a close. Yeah, you are on the ground, like nose bleeding, still feeling the aftermath of the blinding, searing pain. As Vajra will come over and crouch and goes, I am sorry again. Is there anything anything I can get you?
At the moment. A nap, maybe? Honestly?
Let me give you a hand up. And she is small, so she can't, it's a bit awkward, but she will like let you drape your arm around her shoulder as she will lead you out and like to a chair in her study for you to collapse it.
Thanks.
It does seem like it was a success.
It feels like a success. If the pain is anything to go by.
Truth be told, I've never had a reason to cast such a spell before, so
I wasn't sure of the effect it would have on you.
Oh, I popped this spell's virgin bubble for you. You're welcome.
Yeah, the magical cherry, as it were. Spells first casting and all that. Well, now you can brag that you're the first one. You are on the receiving end of one of Blackstaff's spells for the very first time.
I feel like Edge would pop a aneurysm.
You know, I was getting that impression downstairs.
Yeah.
Edge doesn't mean anything he says. Tanya, on the other hand, means every single word.
I actually I almost did forget. Hey, Lena.
Yeah?
During that process, you're sitting there sipping your tea, munching on your snacks or whatever.
Playing Candy Crush on my fantasy iPhone.
Gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm sorry.
You're good! I brought this on myself in a way! Wisdom 15?
Okay.
Plus 3. Because you're next
Oh,
to
I'm
me.
right. I'm next to Sedge. So 15, 18 total.
Okay. Good news. That is Vajra's spell save DC. So, I think there's like, as you're sipping your tea, there's a weird sort of like almost shift in the ground underneath you that only you feel that like causes you to pause, but otherwise nothing happens.
That was weird. What do you think they're doing up there?
Whatever it is, at least Ylith better not be hurt.
What if they were? What would you do?
Why are you entertaining such a stupid question? I prefer
This
not
is
to
the
dwell
only-
on things that are bad.
It's the only entertaining thing about this place. If I'm being truly honest.
No.
And upstairs Vajra will be like, oh, and she's actively antagonizing him about about the possibility of you being hurt.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
You certainly have some colorful friends.
I certainly do.
For what it's worth, I think your friends will be instrumental in helping you keep a hold of yourself.
No, they are.
I'm glad. Friends are very important.
Yeah, without them, it would have sucked. Dealing with all of this.
Yeah, I imagine it would have been. Imagine it was a very isolating experience. I can only imagine that. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
It sucked.
Are you feeling okay to walk?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, and she'll hand you a handkerchief. You have some blood. There.
Of course I do.
And I would rather avoid a confrontation with your boyfriend?
Partner.
On the way out. Partner. On the way out.
I'd also like that. So.
But let's get you back to your friends then.
Whoa.
And she'll lead you back out the door. The door to the study shutting behind you guys. You walk down. This time she doesn't say anything as she goes down. It's just pretty much the minute that landing is out of sight, the first floor landing appears.
Wizards.
We don't have time to go logistics of the tower. It is a marvel of engineering, but that's for another time.
I don't disagree. But wizards, you know?
No, I understand. My own partner was a wizard before he passed, and I'm intimately familiar with the things wizards will do just because they can. And she will.
Cool.
I
live like I could ask, but like I'm not Lena and I'm not Marcus.
Out of character, fun fact. Her partner was the previous Blackstaff.
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
I believe that was right. But either way,
Canon now.
yeah, no, legit. The previous Blackstaff was in fact her lover. But yeah, Vajra and Ylif reappear. About 30-40 minutes later. There you are.
Sedge goes up to Ylif immediately.
I'm fine.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Did anything fun happen?
No.
Are you feeling better?
I feel better.
Oh.
Feeling like less. I'm feeling better. I don't know how to describe it other than feeling better.
Do Ylif and I feel anything now that they're closer to me?
I think there is like, it feels weird to say there's a pull. I think there is, let's see here. Something in head, like hyper aware of Ylif, in a way that wasn't the case before.
It's giving Jacob imprinting on Bella at the end
Fucking shut the fuck
No,
up.
fucking cursed.
Everybody hated that.
How about
God,
I
man.
ended this session there because of that comment?
Okay, that's it. Thunder Ice over forever.
End of campaign.
Wrap it up,
Canceled. Kate moved back to California.
Rocks
Get out of
fall,
here.
everyone dies. Kate's fault.
I had to say it.
No, you didn't.
About it.
That could have been an inside thought only.
I get a free thing of Tied to Chaos for that.
Fair. That's fair.
I get a free
Get ass, Jed. Obliterate that tweet.
this is a joke, but
So that I fully take one. Take it.
Alright, fair. Yeah, I get a free fuck you Surge on a future roll.
Hey, it was so bad. I don't even have to cast a spell, I'm gonna say. It can be literally any time I do anything. I will give you that power for the pain and suffering I've caused the group.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll take it. Yeah, at some point I gotta just say fuck it, you Surge.
Holy shit.
Anyways.
It's gonna be at the worst time too after I've forgotten about it.
Anyways, yeah, there's a weird sort of like niggling sensation when Ylif reappears that wasn't there before.
Cool.
But Vajra will look at you guys and goes,
That wasn't there before.
if that's all, I have work I must get back to.
We appreciate it. Everything.
We do.
Of course, I
admit the arcane mystery of it was too much to ignore.
But
That's fine.
Have a good day.
As long as that arcane mystery benefits us and your curiosity is satiated, I find no problem with it. Other than
not by a long
learning.
shot. I'm still very curious, but I understand that you have things you must do, and I have things I must take care of. But in the meantime, I'm happy that I could help in any way that I could. And have a good day. And unless you guys say anything else, she will turn and disappear.
Okay, wizards.
Wizards.
The disappearing act, right?
Somewhere Addie is just like
What? It is a little past 11. This is a good place to stop.
I don't have work tomorrow. Wait, actually, let me double check. I'm pretty sure I don't have work tomorrow. But Parm might be tired.
I'm kind of tired, but I'm also like willing to like if there's something I want to do. I don't really have anything I want to do with Ylif.
I just know that at that point I would switch back to Helu, and see, right?
Which
But
would be a solid dedicated.
that would take a while.
I do have a question I want to get answered.
What's up?
If it'd be fast enough. It relates just to Candlekeep prep stuff. Something that I might ask around the city about.
Okay.
Would you say that Candlekeep, the people that work there,
Not
their
often.
whole lifestyle, would you say they're pretty reserved?
Okay, why?
I'm mostly asking because I'm of the belief anywhere in the world, people are going to have vices, right? And there's always going to be someone around to profit from them.
Here we go.
It's probably not going to be in this city, but maybe the next city we're stopping in before we start heading out on foot to Candlekeep.
That would be Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, be it here or maybe I can get a name here of someone that I can pursue in Baldur's Gate, someone who it's either working with someone in Candlekeep or they themselves are bringing things into Candlekeep, stuff that's under the table. Mostly asking because if I find that person, maybe we can figure out an alternate way of getting into Candlekeep or find out even more information about a timeline of things that have been going on and whatever else.
You're asking around about that?
Yeah, if I can get a name of someone either here or someone in Baldur's Gate. A connection, basically. Someone who does a lot of business in Candlekeep.
I think, I think that is something that you'd want to ask about in Baldur's Gate for.
All right, fair enough. I figured as much. I will save it for Baldur's Gate then.
All right. Otherwise,
Hopefully Marcus will be in better condition when that day arrives.
Yep.
Otherwise, is a good place to leave it. I will go ahead and stop recording.